It's cool. How are y'all liking like your roles right now?
I love it. Uh, I love it. And there's so many things that like there is the role and then there is like the day-to-day life experiences that changed as well. So it's very like teaching is very in the trenches, so like you get 5-minute lunch breaks and then kids are filing into your room and parents are emailing you and Jimmy's eating glue in a corner and it's just always it's so all the time. And I will never forget day two. I was under this mentality that I understood I was going to work 8 hours a day, right? So I'm coming in and I needed to like take off like an hour before the shift ended. So I clocked in an hour early. I was like, 8 hours, I'm just going to clock in an hour early. I'll do my 8 hours and then I'll go home. And there was this lifestyle switch and my boss like messages me, he's like, you're here an hour early, what is going on? I was like, hey, I need to take off an hour at the end of my day, so I'm just putting it in now, you know and he was like, don't worry about it, like we're not gonna micromanage you, like if you need to go then you could go, if we trust you. There was just this like a switch where all of a sudden I was sort of in a profession and on a team where the timeline was a little relaxed and the team was a little more relaxed and there was time to like breathe and have a lunch break that was more than 5 minutes. And like if I needed to go out and buy something at Costco and then come back, I could do that. And so there's just this huge day to day, life to life change, right? And that is going to be a little bit just tech in general. And then also the time that I am at the computer, the job flies. Like there's some times where I look down and all of a sudden the shift is over. And I can say that I really enjoyed that day. I love what I'm doing. And I'm a little bit nerdy for product updocs. We do um, we're like medical tech. And so I help with like patient portals for doctors' offices and when they need to communicate with like pharmacists and stuff. And so it's like really nerdy, especially like coming from an art teacher. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna love this. And like it didn't matter because there's this moment where like I realized I just loved designing. I loved being a UX designer, and it really didn't matter that I wasn't like as invested in the product as I thought I would be coming into it. So anyway, yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
Um, so can I talk about my job journey? Because it was not linear at all. I would say that my current job right now is great. I love it. And what I mostly look for in, a job offer or a job position is some form of mentorship, some form of leadership and guidance, and having an exact understanding of like what I'm supposed to do and how it's supposed to be done. And I would say at my job right now, they check all of those boxes. They have done more than enough to, help me feel supported, onboard me during a very difficult time when they had an incredibly tight deadline, like a 6-month turnaround. And they've also very much so helped me like understand like different elements of UX and how to kind of better my skills. So I do have a lot of appreciation for my job. And then on top of that, we're just working with really cool clients all the time. And because it's like client based, we're not always working on the same accounts. Sometimes we're working on like one account here and then we're working for, a broadcasting company and then we're working for a food company, and it's just so interesting. And it, since it is client based, sometimes there's an issue where, especially if you're from an advertisement agency background, there could be like super late nights and they don't respect your boundaries and there isn't a solid work life balance. I'm a strong advocate for that. And so far, even when they had the tightest of deadlines, I have never felt like my work life balance has been compromised. I've always felt like I've had enough work. I'm working at a moderate pace and I'm learning at a pace that I should. So right now, I really do like the job that I'm in. but it did take a little bit of time to get there, to get to a job where I just felt like it was the right fit, you know?